the first of all, we need to set up the hardware, which requires the selection of virtual network components such as routers, switches, and hubs. So once these have been selected, we can connect these using virtual cabling, ensuring the node which ports we are interfacing with, as this will be important later. Okay, so first we can find there are the network device, right? So and we can click the router at the bottom left, this area of the packet tracer, and select 1841. Okay, 1841. Okay, now it's done. And by the way, so if we want to delete, we can come here and use this to, we can click and then we can delete, and here is back to select. Okay, and then we can also move the mouse to the logical workplace and click to place the router in the logical workplace. That's basically whatever I have done. Here is the logical place. Here is the physical area that we don't have to do anything so far. So this is very good. And next, I'm going to click the end device in the device area. Choose PC and place it in the work space. Okay, so here is the end device. I choose one PC and then place it here, right? And then I should also choose another PC to move it here, right? So to connect them, click Connections and choose the copper crossover cable. So here is the connections. So we can choose this one, the copper crossover cable. Okay, and then how to do is first we click the PC 0 and then here select Fast Ethernet to connect the cable to the PC's Fast Ethernet interface. Wireless tier in control of the cable connect the other end to router, and so we can click this one and then Fast Ethernet 0 to 0 interface. Yeah, very important. And then we can repeat the same process from this one, PC 1, and again the interface router, and then end at the this one, Fast Ethernet 1. Fast Ethernet 1. Yeah. And it is possible to move the equipment around the workspace. So this is important when dealing with the design of large networks later. Okay, so now we have physically set up a network in the packet tracer, right? So and then we need to build the software connection. So because the hardware is complete, and then in order to make the network, so we need to configure the network, because they still cannot communicate each other. So they require some additional network configuration to facilitate this. In this section, so we will be step by step through the network configuration and follow the process. Okay, so first is to click router 0. This one, router 0. Yeah, and the window will be displayed. Yeah, this one, showing the mounting board configuration options for that specific network device. Okay, so we need to select the CLI. Where is CLI? This one. That means command line interface. Okay, so and now we can see that would you like to enter initial configuration dialog? So obvious is yes. Okay, no. We should type no, very important. And hit return. Okay, press return to get start. Okay, let's press 1. Okay, so I pressed enter. And return actually means enter, right? So, and now we will manually configure the router with commands as the prompt suggested. So we just maybe we press another enter. So that means it's in the router and we are going to start. So now we type enable. Yeah, we enable to enter the privileged X mode. Okay, so let's press enter. Okay, now it becomes router hash. So, and we can type in configure terminal. Okay, so this is for entering global configuration mode. So now we can type host name my first router. So we can type this one to name the router. So it basically is called my first router. That is the name. Okay. So now the command prompt takes the value of my first router. Okay. So next, we can type enable C create class. Okay, we type this one to enable an encrypted password for logging into privileged EXC mode. So now our password is now set to class. Okay, so yeah, and then next is to configure the password for the console line by entering line console and 0. And now I hit enter. Okay. So now afterwards we type password Cisco password Cisco. Okay, so enter login to enable password prompting. Okay. After that, we can enter exit. So now it returns to global configuration mode again. Okay. So furthermore, we need to configure the password for the virtual terminal lines by entering line VTY space 0 space 4. Okay, so now it's entered. And we can enter password again, password Cisco again. Yeah, and enter login to enable the password requirement. Okay, now it's enabled, and next we type exit to return. Okay, and then moreover, to configure the fast Ethernet interfaces, we need to enter interface capital F fast Ethernet 0/0. Okay, so interface is basically interface and fast Ethernet 0/0. And now I hit enter. Okay, sorry, I made one typo. It's very easy. Okay, now I hit enter. Again. Yeah. I mean, if you see the typo, if you want to return whatever you have typed, you can just press the up arrow on your on the right bottom part of your keyboard. You can click another up arrow and we can return. Right? So we don't have to type it again and again. So yeah. Okay, what to do for the next is to specify IP address and subnet mask using the command. And now I type IP space the JS and the space 192.168.1.1 and the very important space 255.255.255.0. Okay, so now I hit enter. Okay, this says this interface's IP address and submask. We can optionally specify a description for this interface using description. Okay, now I have to type description okay, space again my first router, that is, as I said, our name. Okay, fast Ethernet 0/0 fast Ethernet 0/0. Okay, I hit enter. And now enter no shutdown to start the interface. Okay, I hit enter. Yeah, so now it's set up. So because it has already set up, let's type exit and I hit enter again. Okay, so we need to repeat these steps with fast Ethernet 0/1 using the information like interface. We use the same method, fast Ethernet 0/1. Okay, I hit enter. Sorry, I just check whether I have recorded the MAC or not. Yeah, so I hit enter, and what to do for the next is we need to type IP the JS IP address 192.168.2.1 and the space 255.255.255.0. Okay, I hit enter, and the description my fast router fast Ethernet, now very important, 0/1. Okay, so next, no shutdown. Okay, this is to enable the interface. Okay, now let's type exit. So it's for exiting out of interface configuration mode. And again, we type another exit to go back to the global configuration mode. Okay, so and then we hit enter. So now it will be the privileged exec mode. Okay, it will be wrong, but it doesn't matter. I just type it to show for you. And next, we can enter show run config to display the current configuration. Okay, so show running config. Okay, yeah, this is whatever we have entered and enter it. Scroll down by hitting enter. Okay, let's hit enter. So to save this configuration so that the router gets it every time it boots up, so we need to type copy, C-O-P-Y, copy, space, running config start up hyphen config. Okay, let me hit enter. Okay, destination file name, start config, destination file name, yes. Okay, let me check. So router is now complete. Yeah, let me type yes. Evaluate argument. Okay, it doesn't matter. It just shows that it's already started. So yeah, anyway, the router configuration is now complete. So let me type. Okay, anyway, we just close this window. And then we click PC 0. We double click this one and go to the desktop tab. And here we go to the IP configuration. And we will set a synthetic IP address. So to specify the IP address as 192.168.1.2, and then hit tab. Like now, we don't have to hit enter, but we hit tab. Okay, so by default is 255.255.255.0. We just leave it as it. Because this is the subnet mask, right? So, and again, hit tab, and enter 192.168.1.1. This is for the default gateway. Okay, let me hit tab, and then we can close the window. We can repeat the same thing for PC1. Go to config. Go to desktop IP configuration, and again, but now there is something slightly different. So it's 192. Again, same 168. Now very important is 2.2. Okay, let me hit tab. Yeah. So, and again, enter tab, and 192.168.2.1. So you can see the difference. The previous one, like the last two digits, is 2.2, and this one default gateway is 2.1. But for the PC0, it was 1.1. 1.2 and 1.1, and now again is 2.2, 2.1. So okay, and then let's hit tab. Yeah. So now we can close the window. So you can see the color get changed. And then now very important. So we see the green dot, as I said, on the cable on the devices. So what it means we have configured it correctly. So let's try ping PC1 from PC0. So what you do is that click PC0, we go to the desktop tab again, and click command prompt. So this is actually the a simulation of a Windows machine. Okay, so now we can type IP config, and we will see the details we have just set for PC0 after hitting enter. Okay, this is basically the details, and now we try to ping command to talk from PC0 to PC1. So how to do is that ping. So what was the IP address is 192.168.2.2. So that was PC1, right? So to make PC2 realize about PC1, we shall type the IP address of PC1. So at first, but now for me it works properly, but some cases we may get request timed out, but then it will reach PC1 repeat pin 192.168.2.2 and it should work correctly. So, but you can see now we have successfully created the network and the end devices can communicate with each other. Next, let's virtually see the pin with simulation mode. In the bottom right corner, there is a button named simulation. Okay, so it's here. It's here. First, let's close the window. Go to simulation. Yeah, so this is basically the one. And what you do is that we can click on the option and a simulation panel will note on the right of the screen. So this is basically this one, and then we hit edit filters. So now we can use show all and show none to select or to tick or untick it, right? So we should select this ICMP. Okay, let me select it. And now on the top of the screen, so you can see here there is one closed envelope with the plus symbol. This one. So this will allow us to select a source and a destination for our protocol data unit. So let us click this one, and then I moved my mouse to here and click PC0. So I have clicked this one, and then PC1, and again this one. Okay, as shown. So an envelope with color will appear at PC0, and PC0 that it has already appeared. So we can click this auto capture or play. Okay, this begins pin simulation. So let's see what is happening. Probably nothing is happening. Don't worry. Probably let me just close it. Yeah. After closing, you can see there is one animation. It sends the message to the router, and then from the router it sends to PC1. Okay, so because that PDU travels from PC0 to router 0 and then to PC1. So once it arrives back to PC0, it is verified and checked off. So that means the ping was a success. So now we have created a network, configured it, and sent a packet from one endpoint to another. So yeah, that's basically everything. Thanks so much for following my video patiently. Wish you have a nice day.